All right, Premier fans, moving right along into our first of two championship bouts for the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Premier Welterweight Championship.
Welterweight Championship is at stake, and this is a matchup I'm going to go on record as saying I did not want. As you see Atticus Cogar with a sick, depraved look in his eyes, I told Nate Wings that Atticus did not earn this title shot. Atticus did not beat anybody to get this title shot. The reason this title match is happening is because Atticus again interfered in another welterweight pay-per-view main event, tried to cost Nate Wings the championship, just like he cost Ace Perry the championship. Thankfully, Perry was there to bail out Nate Wings, even though Wings and Perry have had their tumultuous relationship. Perry did what was right. I wasn't sure if he was out there to do what was right, but thanks to Atticus being a nuisance, that's what it turned into. I think Perry and Wings was more of an alliance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But either way, Nate Wings wanted to make sure that when Gory offered up his rematch clause to Atticus, Nate Wings is ready to accept. The title could come back to the culmination, one way or the other, as we see the brand new champion, Nate Wings. Nate is ready to challenge. Oh, wait a minute! Remy LeVay from behind.
Oh, what a shot. Well, this is going to give Atticus an advantage.
Hard strike right to the shoulder, and Remy LeVay is unloading on the new welterweight champion. And Remy is obviously not a welterweight, and he's part of the culmination. This is a setup.
And Joe, you may not have liked for this match to happen, but face facts, it's happening right now. It's 2-on-1, and from Jump Street, it doesn't look good for Nate Wings.
Not at all. This is 2-on-1, and the match hasn't started. There's nothing the official can do, and Wings is still fighting. Remy got nailed. Oh, Atticus sidesteps, and Wings hits the corner, the steel post shoulder first. Nate Wings hit very hard, and Nate Wings may be hurt.
Oh, darn, fudge, nuts. That'd just be too bad.
Oh, no, not again!
Well, Joe, let me ask you a question. What's a one-armed Nate Wings worth? Can he still fly if he's only got one wing?
Stop it. Remy LeVay has assaulted Nate Wings.
He doesn't deserve to be in my ring.
And you hear Atticus.
Atticus often opinionated. And for them, it's as you said, the title coming back to the culmination. That's the goal. That is what...
Well, now, we may not have a match here. Nate's hurt.
Well, then he has to forfeit the championship. Am I wrong?
Come on, beat him to Atticus.
Hope not. I mean, the contract's signed. Well, you heard that.
Listen to me, son of a bitch. Announce me as the welterweight champion. That's a forfeit.
Well, Joe, you're going to need a third Nick Lendo if Atticus has his way.
Atticus wants the champ to be a forfeit, and it may have to happen here. Nate Wings looks in no condition to compete. He can't move his arm.
Joe, I'm just going to say that Nate Wings could show all the heart he wants, and I'll give him credit for it, but it was not a smart move. If anybody knows you got to have eyes in the back of your head, it's Nate Wings.
Well, how's this Nate's fault?
But he took the match.
Introducing first, the challenger. Weighing in tonight at 165 pounds, representing the culmination, Atticus Cogar. And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending welterweight champion, fighting out of Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 130 pounds, Nate Wings.
Well, this matchup is underway. Impromptu, just about, as Atticus, as soon as the ring announcer was finished, rushed Nate Wings, while Nate Wings was still recovering, still susceptible, as Atticus focuses on this shoulder, and BC Steel, I don't agree with you often, but, I mean, Nate Wings had no choice, but it may be a mistake for Nate Wings to press on with this matchup, because he could be seriously hurt. He could be on the shelf long term. I mean, as much as I hate to have seen the welterweight title wind up in the Culmination camp, wind up with Atticus Cogar, it may have been the best for Nate Wing's long-term career.
And not speaking for you, but all you need is more issue with the Culmination. And all Premier as a whole needs is a Culmination having more power, but this is on Nate Wings. You said earlier, when you're the champion, you can have eyes in the back of your head at all times. You're going to know that everybody's gunning for you, even more so when you go against a member of the Culmination. And like you said, let's take the Welterweight Championship and look a little bit further about Nate Wings' career. He's a young kid. He has a lot of years ahead of him, and you'd hate to see, well,
check out this agility.
Maybe one match, one instance ruins it all for him.
Atticus doing everything he can to zero in on that shoulder. And Atticus chastising these fans as well. Atticus does not like anybody or anything outside of the Culmination. There's a cover. Atticus wants to make Gory proud. The New Age Plague is not in attendance here tonight. But you know he's watching. You know he's focused on this contest. And you know that if Atticus can rebound from that ladder match tag team championship defeat to Crumbles and DeFarge with a welterweight title victory, as Atticus manipulates the neck, the shoulder, the fingers, the wrist. It's systematic dissection here by a man who's probably in his spare time spent most of his life dissecting roadkill and animals and just learning about anatomy that way, so he knows how to best torture and hurt others.
Well, it's a weird precursor to a professional wrestling career, but obviously Atticus is making strong work of it right now.
And again, Nate Wings with a takeover. Nicely done. Couldn't trap him beyond two. Nate is trying to fight with his legs here, knowing his left arm is practically immobile. Nicely done. Standing moonsault. Wings is adjusting on his feet literally here. And you can see damage that shoulder, but that can't stop the scissor kick. Nicely done. Can Wings do this? 2 count only. You can sense Wings realizes he's got to put this thing away as quickly as possible if he's got a chance.
Well, there's no doubt, and I don't know what Nate Wings' strategy was going in, but it's certainly out the window at this point. We know what the Culmination, we know what Atticus Cogar's strategy going in was, and I think he might have been going for the forfeit. Maybe an easy road to the title. Doesn't really matter, obviously, to Atticus Cogar.
Well, notice Wings was trying to send Atticus across the ring, but the strength in that left arm wouldn't allow him to support Atticus to get him through on the momentum. Atticus counter drops Wings' face. First, we're back on the floor. This is dangerous territory.
Well, that's definitely, when you're trying to whip an opponent into the ropes or into the corner, it's a two-hold system. You got to have the strength to hold on and the strength to put across, and obviously Nate Wings doesn't have that at this point. And I know you're a big Nate Wings supporter. I know who you're rooting for in this, but you have to accept the reality that your future welterweight championship, in possibly just a matter of moments, could be Atticus Cogar.
Absolutely could be, as Atticus now bending and stretching that arm across the guardrail. Of course, you can find more about welterweight wrestling at welterweightwrestling.com. Welterweight Wrestling 3 is available now in DVD and MP4. You can see how Nate Wings captured the welterweight championship and the carnage that was a part of that matchup as Atticus the cover for 2, involving Atticus, involving a very conflicted Ace Perry, who looked like he would have been just as susceptible and capable of assaulting Nate Wings as he was Gory or Atticus.
Listen to them! They don't care!
And Atticus mocking Nate Wings at this point. Atticus has a way of not just hurting you physically, but psychologically as well, as Wings looks to build momentum. Moonsault, he got caught. He got caught, but only for a moment. Wings spiked him. Atticus is not used to it, but he's got about a 30-pound advantage over his opponent. Tried to use it to his advantage, but did not count on Wings able to adjust midstream.
But Atticus did do the smart thing. He rolled to the outside. You know, he's got a little bit of cobwebs there upstairs, and he's got to really shake those loose. Oh, well, wait a minute.
And Nate Wings takes to the air.
I'll give that to Nate Wings, but that might not have been a smart maneuver. We've seen guys land wrong before, and that could just put the night out.
Absolutely could.
Or put your night out. I don't know what I was going for there, Joe, but I'll tell you what Nate Wings is going for. He's fighting with everything he got. I may not like the guy, but he's given everything he has. But Joe, I still ask you, is this temporary, I guess, revenge against Atticus Cogar worth mortgaging your whole future?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit revenge, and it's a little bit being a fighting champion. I think with how long Wings worked to earn this championship. Wait a second. Moonsault, nicely done. for Wings to lose it his first time out on a forfeit would be a demoralizing defeat that would stick with Wings for a very long time. And I think Cogar knew exactly what he was doing when he hatched that plan. But Nate Wings has that fighting spirit. We've never seen him quit. Keep in mind, once upon a time, Atticus and his brother had abducted and tortured Nate Wings, and he came back and fought.
Well, that is true, and I'm sure that's something that Nate Wings has not forgotten. But the thing with shoulder injuries, allow me to put on my medical hat for a second, is they don't heal like regular injuries. There's a lot of bones, there's a lot of muscles, there's a lot of tendons and joints in there that shoulder injuries can last a long time, and they can keep coming back. That's the most important thing. So that's what Nate Wings, that's what Nate Wings has to think about.
Well, whoever wins this matchup has to focus on a lot of potential challengers. Cover. 2 at near fall. We talked about Ace Perry, Dylan Bostic, Lee Moriarty, a victory earlier. Gregory Iron very much in the mix. Trey Miguel, a big win at welterweight 3. There's a long list of challengers ready to wear the welterweight prize. Atticus, that's Atticus with a K, mocking Crimson, and the middle finger, and Nate Wings now! Wings with a code red, traps the shoulders, Nate Wings victorious! Nate Wings gets the victory because Atticus got thrown off! Atticus got thrown off this game trying to mock Crimson, throw up that K as a symbol to Crimson, and it absolutely backfired. And Nate Wings was resourceful and came out on top with a 3 count.
Well, I hate to question anything combination related, but that was just a flat-out mistake by Atticus. You know, he had worked over that shoulder, Anderson-esque with how he was working over the one body part to try and lead to victory, and it just that quick, as we've seen with Nate Wings before, it was over. I have to think the combination not happy right now.
Well, you got to believe Gory is livid. Atticus is upset. You know there will be a casualty. This will be taken out on. But Nate Wings, the fighting champion, he's ready to take on the world, no matter who it is. Nate Wings is still your welterweight champion.